Washington Representative John Conyers, Jr., who took his Michigan seat in the House in 1965, has served in Congress longer than his fellow Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee, Representative Hakeem Jeffries of New York, has been alive. So when M.R. Conyers, 88, stepped aside as the top Democrat on the Judiciary Committee amid swirling allegations of sexual improprieties, it fell to M.R. Jeffries, 47, to hint that the accusations that cost M.R. Conyers his position may hasten broader changes to the Democratic Party that began with the election of President Trump. House Democrats have been in transition since the 2016 election, with younger members being given the opportunity to be on the playing field in a meaningful way, M.R. Jeffries said. This moment that we are in, it may accelerate the elevation of younger voices. Sexual assault, harassment, and other improprieties have rocked Hollywood, scarred Silicon Valley, and darkened media offices from New York to Washington. But the sexual harassment scandal surrounding M.R. Conyers, the longest-serving member of the House, has highlighted schisms that are as much about generations as they are about gender. Especially among Democrats, M.R. Conyers' troubles have generated friction between the party's aging leadership and rank and file, and underscored the difficulty that newer members of the House have in rising up in a system where leadership positions, including committee chairmanships, are determined almost solely by seniority. The three top Democrats in the House Representatives, Nancy Pelosi of California, Steny Hoyer of Maryland, and James E. Clyburn of South Carolina, are all in their late 70s. M.R. Conyers has been the top Democrat on the Judiciary Committee either as chairman or ranking member for 10 years. And for many of them, the response to the Conyers imbroglio has been telling. M.R. Conyers has denied all the charges, but under pressure, did relinquish his post. M.R. Clyburn suggested that for all he knew, all of this could be made up. Ms. Pelosi, the minority leader, swiftly called for an ethics investigation last week after news broke that two aides had accused M.R. Conyers of sexual harassment, and that he had paid a settlement to one. But her awkward defense of M.R. Conyers on NBC's Meet the Press on Sunday, just because someone is accused, and was it one accusation? Is it two? I think there has to be. John Conyers is an icon in our country, she said, earned scathing reviews. Melanie Sloan, a respected ethics lawyer in Washington who worked for M.R. Conyers in the mid-1990s, was so incensed that she called Ms. Pelosi's staff and reminded them that M.R. Conyers had verbally abused her and had once summoned her to his office while he was wearing his underwear. That prompted Ms. Pelosi to switch course again. I find the behavior Ms. Sloan described unacceptable and disappointing, she said in a statement. I believe what Ms. Sloan has told me. Another Conyers staff member, Deanna Mayer, came forward Monday to tell the Detroit News that M.R. Conyers had made unwanted sexual advances toward her 3 times.